Hi Taurus, and welcome to your Love Tarot reading. This is for March 16th through March 31st. I'm going to start off by pulling two cards. One to look at your overall energy for these next 2 weeks in regards to love and romance. And there you are. And then the other one is for whoever you're dating, involved with, thinking about, missing, potentially about to meet, for those who are single. So let's see what's going on, Taurus. Okay, so our jumper was active, outdoorsy, adventurer, the awakened masculine. So this is some masculine energy. Doesn't have to be a male because we have, feminine and masculine energies regardless of gender. But secondly, distorted element, fire, burned, closing door, walking away. Now, just because we are in a retrograde season, I'm going to go a couple different ways with this card. Now, for those of you who are single, there's somebody that may be coming in, or somebody that has caught your eye, or you've caught the eye of somebody, okay? Just with this energy coming out, there's like somebody who's interested, like, I want to date, I want to know you, I want to take things further. So some Taurus out there, you may find that somebody's, putting it out there to you. Hey, Taurus, I'm down to, spend some time with you. Are you interested in me back? Okay. Or Taurus, this could be you, where you're feeling this energy like, I want to wine dine you. I want to go camping. I want to do this. I want to do that with you. Okay. Now, for others of you, what I see here is there's either somebody is deciding to walk away from something, okay, or this is where we've walked away in the past and now we're coming back to this, okay? And we'll see what comes out in the cards. So, and then those of you who are in committed relationships, this could be a shift in some area of your life where maybe job or family or friend, or there's just something that you guys were planning to do. There's something where it's like, boom, it's just not going to happen. It ends, it's over with. Whatever, okay? So this doesn't have to be a relationship itself actually ending. It's just there's some element going on that maybe some plans you guys had, or just something where boom, nope, door closed, it's not going to happen, all right? For some of you, this really could be where you're finally done, and you're just walking away, I'm done messing with you. It could be somebody who's just kind of in and out of your life, back and forth, and you're like, you know what, that's it, I'm done, I'm over this. So let's pull some dice and see what else comes out. All right, so on this side we have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and then lastly we have the Four of Cups. So this over here is like the foundation of this energy is I'm restless, I'm bored, I want to, explore, I want to do things. I don't want to be a couch potato. It's like spring fever. I've got to be out and about. I've got to go, 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 go. There's a lot of opportunities. And you know what? For those of you where you've been dealing with somebody who's kind of flaky and in and out, to me, this is where it's like they do have a lot of opportunities, or there's just a bunch of different people that they talk to in a romantic sense, and not really committing themselves to any one person. And if that's speaking to you, then walking away would be in your best, it would be best for you right now, just because this person is truly all about the adventure of whatever, it is. Like, I don't want to be tied down. I don't want to be committed. I want to have fun. I want to be free. And you know what, Taurus, some of you, I feel like you recently had a breakup. All right. And if you've been kind of really in this energy of being hurt, being mad, this is Spirit saying, listen, you've got to get out there and don't commit yourself to any one person anytime soon. Go have fun, play the field, date around, explore options, really find out who you are before you try to settle back in with anybody else. And it's like, don't completely segregate yourself and not date, but do it in a much more superficial type of energy where you're just doing it for the experience and having fun and things like that, not trying to grow roots and build a future with somebody. It's like there's a period of you've got to be on your own and explore yourself, and there's a lot of discoveries that you're going to come into, which is going to change what you would normally align to romantically. So those of you who did recently break up, it's time to really do you and just let that go for now, okay? Those of you where in this relationship, it's this again to me is that kind of that iteration of something you had planned, just it doesn't work. The energy's distorted. It's like now is not the right time for you guys to try whatever this was. So let's look at the other side. All right, so we have the Lovers, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Devil. Okay, so with the Devil and the Lovers, some of you, this could involve a Capricorn or a Gemini, but what I see here is this, again, there's some sort of distortion of energy where somebody's feeling used and taken advantage of, and so they're like finally closing off and shutting down and like, nope, no more, I'm done. Or this could be, you know, within a existing relationship where one person is like really selfish and all about themselves, and it's caused a huge imbalance, and one person is like ready to walk away because of that. It's, you know, I do see that where it's, I'm tired of the flakiness, I'm tired of it being all about you, you know, what about me? And usually this is like the giver, like here you go, I will accommodate, I will compromise. But now over these next 2 weeks, it's like, no, I'm shutting down, I'm closing off, I'm angry, and I'm not going to accommodate. And over here is like, okay, fine, I'm not even going to deal with that, I'm going to go live my life. So some of you, I do see that where there's this barrier between the two of you, unable to come to common ground on what should be, or, you know, what you truly desire. Now, again, for others of you, this to me is kind of like you guys had your heart set on something like going on a trip or buying a house or a new car, or there's just something that you guys had your heart set on mutually together, and it just doesn't, it's not going to work out. And you've got to trust with the Devil and the Four of Pentacles, like it's in your own best good. Like it just, you maybe couldn't afford it like you thought you could, or there's a lot of shadow and lower vibrating energies attached to that particular thing, and you're just not aware of it. So whatever doesn't work out for you guys as a couple, just go with it and trust that that's like divine intervention and in your best interest that it didn't pan out, okay? So let's look at the energy between. And you know, for those of you who are single and there's like new energy coming in, I don't know that this person is ready to settle down right away. They're kind of in that space of like how I said, if you just broke up, how you need to be doing you. That's kind of where they're at. Now for some of you where this is like we've broken up in the past, like we've walked away, like this is kind of old energy that's showing up. Even if there's like talks of reconciliation, if somebody is being really selfish still, all right? So just keep that in mind. Like it might not be the right time to reconcile over these next 2 weeks. There's energies that still need to be worked through. So okay, so we have the Empress, and then we have the Hierophant. So there's your energy, Taurus, right there. Coming through is the Hierophant. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So some of you, this could be where we're like, okay, I want to get married. We've been together long enough, or I want to buy a house, or I really want us to get officially committed. And like I said, one person is just not ready for that and not on board for that yet. Like they're not, and they entertain because there is connection and desire, but it's like I'm not ready for that yet. If this was the Ace of Cups or the Ace of Pentacles, I would feel differently. But it's the Ace of Wands, and that's fleeting energy. That's, you know, in romantic relationships, that's real sexual to me, where it's kind of like that in and out. And so I see somebody being very stable, solid, like I want this to be the real thing. And then, but it's just, it's not, because somebody is not fully involved, fully invested. All right. So if that's speaking to you, here's your confirmation that that person just isn't ready yet. And you might be better served to look for romance elsewhere, at least for now, because they're just not open. They're not ready. They're not in that space. And even if they did give you what you're asking for, their whole heart wouldn't be in it. Or could be reversed, where, you know, this is being asked of you. And if that's the case, Taurus, if your heart is not totally in it, you can't commit to that. You're shortchanging yourself and the other person involved. Unless somebody's whole heart is in it, you really don't want it. You don't, I promise you. So, you know, there is that going on. And then, again, for those of you where you guys had your heart set on something, it not panning out is divine intervention, okay? It truly, truly is. So trust that, and just kind of sit back and wait and see what else comes your way or what else happens, because Spirit was totally protecting you guys from something. Okay, so let's pull some more cards, Taurus. Okay, so we have the Five of Thoughts, which is argument, defeat, manipulation. This is some distorted energy where we're just not seeing eye to eye, okay? Consciousness, kaleidoscope, perception, thoughts. Yeah, again, I'm getting this sense of one person is really like on board, and the other person just isn't in that space to be. Even if there is emotions involved in it, like history, it's like somebody is not in that space for the deeper commitment, the next level, whatever that is, okay? And again, those of you where Spirit's blocking you as a couple from something, seriously, it's so much better. Okay, compromise, flow, harmony, opposites attract. This, just because of what I see, is like, this is the problem. Like, we can't find that middle ground, and our energies might be too opposite of each other, or our life goals might be too opposite of each other at this time, because people are changing all the time. And so, you know, just because right now in this 2 weeks we're not really coming through as compatible, doesn't mean that can't change 6 months from now. It's just right now the energy is not there for it. Look at this. Four of Thoughts, healing, recharging, rest. It's like there's a period of recovery that is really needed. Oh my gosh, divine intervention, okay? Spiritual evaluation. This is Spirit. Yeah, whatever's going on, Taurus, single, coupled, all of it, you've really got to trust it. Oftentimes, you know, when we're asking for what we want, or we're hoping for what we're hoping for, we only see our perception of it. And that's through this consciousness card, the kaleidoscope. We just see that one view. And if Spirit clicked the kaleidoscope into multiple views for you, you wouldn't be asking for what you're asking for. It's like Spirit saying you only see one trajectory right now, and there's so much more to the story, or so much more that you could have, do, be, etc., just depending on your circumstances. And so whatever is being blocked, whatever is walked away, if you got to walk away, trust that that is exactly what needs to happen, that Spirit is involved, and what's meant to be will be. And sometimes we have to take a period away from each other to really evaluate and reassess things. And, you know, if somebody is ready to move to the next level, but the other person isn't, it's never going to work. Like, it's not. And now look at this, journeys and acceptance, breakup, transformation. And that's coming out over here. So it's like what needs to be let go of, or what just couldn't work out really needs to be accepted. There's some transformation that must take place, and then, you know, see what's coming, see what you should do. Oh, Seven of Thoughts, gaslighting, ghosting, ulterior motives. Yeah, this really to me speaks to those of you where this person is just kind of like in and out, in and out. It's for their own adventure. It's for their own thrill. It's for their own self. There's no thought of how it impacts the other person. Three of Roses. This is cooperation, project, teamwork. Somebody wants this to work, but it's just, this is what's lacking. Like, there's no joining. There's no mutual ground, okay? Either between you and this person, or again, those of you where this is speaking to something outside of your relationship. It's just like the energy is not there. It's not aligned. Bringer of Flames, exciting or sensual rendezvous. Yeah. This to me, Taurus, is just that flaky energy that I was talking about, especially right there. Because I know all the cards in this deck and what could come out opposed to what did. And, you know, some things have run their course, at least for now. And you can't make a square fit into a circle hole, okay? It's just, it's not going to work. There's some reassessment, some shifting in consciousness that needs to take place here. And the strongest message is, I just feel like one party is not truly ready to settle down. And if you're somebody who's recently broken up, you need to make yourself very clear that you're not interested in, you know, committed relationships, because there may be some confusion here on the behalf of the other person, you know, spending time with them, all these things, but not really interested in their, you know, growing feelings. You don't want that to happen, okay? It's just a really hard place for anybody to be. So it's just over these next 2 weeks, whatever's being asked for, it's like somebody's not ready for it. Or if this is outside of the relationship, it's like it's going to be blocked. It's not the right time. If there's new energies coming into your world, Taurus, I don't know that this is like the one for you, okay? So let's pull some more cards and just see what else comes out. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have distorted connection, distance, reflection, separated. Taurus, I can't not see it. Some of you, this is about a breakup, like you're deciding it's time, or there's something that's coming in. If, and you know, you and this person breaking up, separating, it's just, you've got to really trust, because we have 1, 2, 3 cards talking about separation. We'll see if any reconciliation cards show up, but so far it looks like it's time to walk away. It's time to just let this be, let spirit sort it out. Because look at this, distorted masculine, spade, player, uncommitting, and that's the theme that's been running through this whole reading, is I'm not ready for this. Past cycles, lessons. So it's like we're just going to repeat, we're going to repeat, we're going to repeat. And that's why it needs to end. Something needs to change. And again, those of you where this is not specifically between the two of you, just more confirmation that whatever spirit's blocking you guys from that you really wanted, it's in your best interest. Like, oh, now distorted feminine, sad, empty, broken. There is some sadness, definitely. And awakened feminine, witty, funny, clever. So somebody's really lost their, and I'm going to just take a shot in the dark and say it's really like the feminine energy seems hurt and the one walking away, and the masculine energy seems to be the one who's like, I'm not ready to settle down, commit, marry you, have babies, move forward, buy a house, buy a car, get you a ring, like whatever it is. It's like, I'm not ready for that, and I'm not going to give you that. And the feminine is totally realizing that and making the decision, okay, I need to walk away. And maybe this is already played out, and now this energy keeps coming back in, but it's only for this, like one night stand, friend with benefits type of thing, not the serious type of commitment. that this feminine is looking for, all right? I do see that. Anybody from the past showing back up, I don't think you want to deal with them. It looks like the same old thing as last time. And those of you, again, where Spirit's blocking you as a couple from something, it will only bring you heartache and sadness, money loss, and Spirit's like got something better in store with this right here. So just trust that, okay? And now I'm going to pull a few more cards to wrap this up for you, Taurus. Sorry, this is a kind of a really hard read, but I mean, you see me pull the cards, and I'm not going to lie to you. I see what I see. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then it doesn't, and don't freak out, you know. All right, well, these two dropped out. So we have a cave, things hidden. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Wasp, mistake. And bamboo, rapid growth. Okay, Taurus, listen. I don't know what is going on for you guys, those of you that are still watching this and resonating, but hear me out. Walk away from whatever just hurt you over and over and over. There is so much more that you don't see, and I already talked about that with the kaleidoscope. There's so much you don't see, and this continually participating in this relationship or this connection is just a huge mistake for you. Once you are away long enough, there's going to be some rapid growth inside of you, and you're going to get over this much quicker than you think, okay? It's just, you've got to come to the realization that there's something way wrong here, and you've got to wash your hands of it for now. Again, those of you where this is Spirit's blocking you as a couple, listen, Spirit's preventing a huge mistake taking place for you, okay? And again, after it, you're going to figure out why, and then you're going to have rapid growth. What you want is going to come in the right way, so really trust that, okay? And again, any new energies coming in, Taurus, I don't know that you'll be happy going on a date or hooking up, you know? So just keep that in mind. With that said, I truly am wishing you guys all the best. Take care, Taurus.